try to record this, and I'm almost already done with it. Hi, my name is Scott. I'm a history major at St. Mary's, focusing in medieval studies. And I'm going to be teaching you about Alfred the Great while getting very, very drunk. At around 849, Alfred's born, and he's the younger brother of Athelred. They go out to fight around 861, 862 against the Viking forces of Guthur. I think Guthur, maybe Gunther. I don't know. I just think this little penguin just slapping stuff from Adventure Time. Yeah, the little penguin. So basically, what happens is they fight in this battle, and Athelred dies, but Alfred manages to retreat with whatever forces are left. And this woman invites him into his house, and he says to her, you know, thank you so much for letting me into your house, yada yada, blah blah blah. This is a really nice thing. And she says, it's okay. I will let you. If you wash the bread, I will let you have some of the bread later. So he sits there watching the bread, thinking, you know, what am I doing with my life? Am I going to be able to reform the kingdom? What do I do to stop these fucking Vikings? Am I going to be able to live up to my brother's expectation? Can I take back England? Or am I going to be stuck underneath the Viking thumb of Gunther? So eventually, unbeknownst to him and all this thought pondering, the bread burns. So the old woman comes back to him and she looks at him thinking, you know, what the hell were you doing? Oh, you had one job, look after the goddamn bread. It's not that fucking hard. She goes up and slaps him in the face. So that happens in around, I think, 867. And then eventually he meets up with Guthur at some point, and he actually forms a treaty with them. He says to them, you know, hey, it's cool, we understand you like pillaging and raiding, you know, you can take Mercia, you can take Northumbria, because, you know, screw them, you can take all that loot, we don't care. We've been fighting with them for decades. And Guthur's like, you know, okay, sure, cool, we'll take the land, whatever, maybe set up a nation here and there. And all the while, this gives Alfred time to sit around and build up his forces so that he can begin thinking about how he wants to fight back the Vikings. And around 870 he figures out how. Because Viking ships are made really well, maybe the best ships in the world at that time. They were able to sail up rivers, bays, whatever you could think of, oceans, and still survive. So he thought, you know, hey, how about we just cut off all waterways so the Vikings can't get up and then they can't get out of the damn longboats. So they build all these fortified villages and bridges along the rivers so that any Viking that tried to get up would have to fight the village beforehand. And because it was heavily fortified already, they'd get dicked on. So the Vikings were like, oh crap, you know, I can't do this. We can't fight this stuff. We gotta pull back. Oof. That's drunk. Well, basically after that point, Alfred bends over Guthur and Guthur dies. So then Alfred's left in Wessex thinking, what the hell am I going to do with England and all this territory now? The Vikings are gone. Everything's in disarray. The only thing I've got is Wessex. So he sits down. He copy-pasted about 120 pages worth, 120 chapters worth of information. He basically college studented a whole entire law code. The law code is filled with contradictions, filled with multiple different codes that have no grammatical sense at all, even to a person who's really well versed in Anglo-Saxon and Latin. It's just garbly gook. There was multiple counts saying that he was sick. So he probably died of an STD, syphilis, maybe not washing his hands after he took a goddamn shit, because, you know, there's no concept of sanitary. But that's basically a general understanding of Alfred. He's basically the warlord who comes in, deals with a Viking problem that nobody can deal with. But this one man was able to figure out all we need to do is cut off waterways and they lose all their power. And that's Alfred in the summary.